Let me guess, you're here because you had an eye-watering moment in the groomers when you realised just how much it was going to cost you to maintain your dog's coat every year. So you went straight on Google and bought yourself a set of the Pedigree Pro clippers from Masterclip and a set of guides. And now you want to know how to use them. Well, you're in the right place because I'm going to show you. Before we get started, let's go through everything you will need for grooming your dog, and then I will show you how to use everything. This is my lovely model Lola. She is a very big Labradoodle. They don't usually come this big, but she's the biggest one we do. And I thought, a great example for this video because obviously getting a dog like Lola groomed can be very expensive. So I thought it'd be a great model to show how to give this dog a groom and keep her nice and tidy. So this is everything I will be using today. Buy the clippers in a set, and this one comes with a 3mm, a 6mm, a 10mm and a 13mm guide. The clippers themselves come with a 10 blade. These scissors come in a set of 4. You get the bullnose scissors, the thinning scissors, straight scissors and curved scissors. You'll also need nail clippers, a slicker brush and a comb. So where the nail is, you can see the vein there, and you want to cut above there so you don't cut the vein. So next you want to take out your bullnose scissors, or you want to pull the hair so it's standing on end between the pads, and then you just want to go and trim everything level with the pads. But again, just in case you cut the pad, you have to be super careful because they are so sharp. Take outside edge of foot, you want to take scissors and just do the back end of foot like this, because we'll do the front end from the side. So next I'm going to trim the hygiene areas and the armpits of the dog. For that I'm going to use a 7 blade on the clippers. This is how you put the blade on the clipper. You take your blade and that gap there in the middle goes onto there, and then you snap it on like so. Then go in and clip the hygiene area of the dog. So put your clippers in the fastest setting and then just clip underneath. Just be super careful of the thin skin underneath the armpits. Take the 7 blade off, and to do that you just press this up here and then pop it off like that. And we're going to put the 10 blade back on, and then to put the 3 guide on, which is what we're doing her body and legs on, you see these little hooks, they hook onto the back of the blade, and then you just push over so they are on top of the blade. Just make sure they are definitely firmly on, because the last thing you want is that coming off. You'll literally take your dog down to the skin. Okay, so now we get to start clipping the coat. You'll want to have your comb or your slicker brush handy just to lift the hair up very lightly, so all the hair is sort of standing on end and you get a nice smooth even clip. You want to hold them like this, but obviously don't be afraid to change the way you're holding them as you do different parts of the dog. So you just want to go and you want to put like a medium pressure on. You know, you sort of want to lean the weight of the clippers on the dog. So you want the guide to be flat to the dog's body. Then if you don't feel like you're catching all the hair, just give it a bit of a lift and go back over it. And it will probably always take a little bit extra off. If you are planning on doing this long term, I would suggest investing in a table. You can get fold-out tables that aren't crazy expensive. It just makes it so much easier for you and the dog, and easier on your back as well. So you just want to make sure you're following the hair, the way the hair grows all the time. And you want to take the leg, you want to really fluff the leg up. And again, you just want to follow the hair on the leg. So for doing their neck, you want to feel where the back of the head is. So they have like a little bone on the back of their head there, and that's as high as you want to go when you're doing the neck. So you want to feel for where that bone is and start from there. Oh, you're such a good girl. So now you have finished clipping your dog's body. You want to take your 10 blade off your clippers, and then you want to take your little pot of oil that come with the clippers and you want to oil your clippers. This prevents your clippers from becoming stiff and also becoming too hot as well. So we're going to push the blade like that. Do not push it all the way out because this little thing will come off, this little plastic bit, and you'll find it really hard to get on. So just push it most of the way out. You want to pop the oil down this little groove here and on these little bits here. So the 4 guide is the orange one, and this is the 13mm guide. And like we did before, we're just gonna snap it on like that. So I like to start here and I just go at an angle to the left, and then I just follow it around to the back, like so. Try and follow the grain of the hair as best as I can so I don't cause any lines on the head. I like to pick the ear up out of the way and come down the side of the head like this. And just take all that weight out of the side of the head there. Off with Lola's face. Give it a good comb through, make sure there's no knots. And just at an angle like that, just snip off the hair. And the same on this side as well, just going down. And then I just like to curve that point that we've just made so it's nice and soft looking. Just want to brush their eyebrows forward and take your fitting scissors, and from the corner of the eye you want to scissor like that in a straight line to create a nice arch around the eye. So you want them to close their mouths for this bit, so you might just have to like hold their mouth closed a little bit. You just want to comb everything down and then just scissor the beard. Once her face is done, you want to go in and trim the ears using the curved scissors. Give it a comb, make sure there's no knots. Make sure they've got their head nice and straight, and then feel for where the bottom of the ear is. So the bottom of her ear is above my thumb there. So you just want to make a mental note of that, and then just trim under there. Trying not to cut the ear. Go in with the thinning scissors and just use the thinning scissors where I've cut, just to give it a more of a natural look rather than just a blunt cut. So now we are going to sort out her little Grinch feet that we've got going on here. Thinning scissors and straight scissors. Again, you want to lift the foot up, give it a good combing out, and then you want to just very carefully trim around the edges. Make sure to feel for the feet and the nails before you start trimming, because the last thing you want to do is cut the foot. The thinning scissors and just tidy any bits up, any long bits. Are you a good girl? Yeah. Oh, she's gorgeous. Oh, she's a gorgeous girl. Oh, she's so good. What a good girl. Hey, yes you are.